Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's do our chanting before the meditation. If you are following our chanting book, you can turn to page number 5, or otherwise you can follow us. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. the three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts. Panati pata viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, adinna viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, kamesu miccacara viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, musawada viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, surameraya majje pamadatthana viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Let's read the affirmative vows. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and a long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagava arehang samma sambuddho Vindhyacarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati
satta deva manussanang buddho bhagavati.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Swakhato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehi passiko penayiko paccatthang veditabbo vinyuhiti.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho ujjupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho nyāyapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samīci patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho yadidang cattari purisa yugani atta purisa punggala esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuniyo pahuniyo dakkiniyo anjali karaniyo anutterang punyakketang lokassati.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings, offering of light.
Ganesarampadittene dīpene tamadang sina tilokadīpang sambuddhang pujayami tamonudang.
Offering of incense.
Gandha sambharayuttene dhupenahang sugandhina pujaye pujaniyang tang puja bhajanamuttamang.
Offering of flowers.
Vannegandha gunopetang etang kusuma sampating pujayami munindassa siripada saroruhi pujemi buddhang kusumena nina punyena metena labami mokkang puppang nilayati yatai dhammi kayo tatayati vinasa bhavang.
Offering of water.
Adivasi tuno bhante paniyang parikampitang anukampang upadaya patiganhatu uttama.
Offering of drinks.
Adivasetuno bante Kilana paccayang imang Anukampang upadaye Patigan hatu utteme.
Worship of shrines.
Vandami cetiyang sambang Sambetani supatititang Saririka dhatu mahabodhing Buddharupang sakalang sada.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being.
Ijjeva macchante namaste miyang namaste manu radenante yang punyabi sandang Wipulang alatang tansanu hatante
Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things, these bonds of sympathy function in the world like the linchpin in a moving cart. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Welcome everyone for our evening meditation. So this Wednesday has become our family day, our usual day that we sit together as a group. I'm so glad that you made an effort to join this Wednesday also. And we will engage in our wholesome practice. This is the time that we can gradually guide our mind to go to one of the most wholesome state of loving kindness, and then also to one of the most penetrative, clearest state, mindfulness. So let us use this opportunity. Today also we have our Bhante Pun to help us to do this practice. So we have been missing him for a few weeks now. He can today also help us. So rejoice, rejoice this reunion, rejoice this, community, rejoice this your own effort to arrange your day and then come and sit for this meditation, and make a determination that I will make use of this opportunity. I will make use of this, fellowship, this gathering, and this guidance that you are going to get. And I'm going to make use of all these conditions to engage in a committed practice. I'm going to train my mind. I'm going to bring my mind to one of the most wholesome places that we can ever reach. So make that determination that I will engage in a committed practice. With that determination, let us listen to the sound of the bell to help ourselves to gather our attention to this present moment. And we bring the whole attention to this moment. And then we will also do our chant to help us further to settle our mind right here. And at the end of the chant, Bhante Punna will help us to practice loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing.
Dear spiritual friends, now we will begin the meditation, guided meditation, and silent meditation. In guided meditation, we practice loving kindness meditation. Mostly in silent meditation, we practice breathing meditation. In loving kindness meditation, we use the teachings of the Buddha to guide ourselves to practice our loving kindness. The loving kindness is a skill, it is a quality. It has to be practiced again and again and again. To practice, we need the friendship, not just a ordinary friendship, but the noble friendship. Dear spiritual friends, we have come into a very special moment that we all share our spiritual friendship under the guidance of the Buddha, the teachings of the Buddha. We have come into a very spiritual moment with the spiritual friendship. Before we practice our guided meditation, always it is very successful to bring your attention to your body. Prepare your body for the meditative posture. If you have already done, just scan the body and observe this fine preparation. And also you scan your body from the top to the bottom and feel each and every feelings internally and externally in your body. We can feel we have on our skin some sort of tingling sensations, itching sensations. Sometimes on certain muscles we have pain. In certain areas we have tension and pressure. Sometimes we have chronic pains, ongoing pains in the body. Deeply understand in this meditation, we can have a great relief by letting go and by relaxing. We can move our body into a very blissful state. That is the purpose of doing relaxation physically. Feel the body and relax the body. Feel your forehead, top of the head and back of the head. Feel and relax. Feel your eyes. You have closed very gently your eyes and relax. Feel your facial muscles. If you invite very gentle smile onto your face, you will be able to have a great relief and peaceful, blissful feelings on your facial muscles. Not only on the facial muscle, it travels, the peace travels all over the body. Have a beautiful smile. Deeply understand that you are smiling with a beautiful mental image. So you transform your entire system with this beautiful smile. We cannot smile without having proper reason. Right now in your brain, in your neurons, you have a beautiful image. That is why you have a beautiful smile. Feel your both shoulders and shoulder blades. Keep them open and feel your both arms, palms and fingers. Just let them to hang and place on your lap, on your thighs, and just drop down and relax. Feel your chest muscles, belly muscles, upper and lower back muscles, and relax, relax. Just drop down and relax. Feel that you are settling on your posture. Feel your sitting muscles, thigh muscles, knees, lower legs, ankles, sole of the feet to the tips of the toes. Feel and relax. Relax your body, not only externally, even relax internally. Bring your attention to your brain, the frontal lobe, temporal lobe, occipital lobe, cerebellum. Inside the brain, limbic system, thalamus, hypothalamus, brainstem, spinal cord, up to the tip, to the end of the spinal cord. Due to the strong thoughts, strong emotions, ongoing persisting effort, neuron build a pressure, but they cannot pass us to as a pain. Feel grateful even having so much of pressure still offering us wonderful service. Be grateful to the entire neurons and relax, relax, internally relax. Feel your loving kindness attention, your compassionate attention to your brain. Be grateful that you are having a thought process, thinking skill, the reasoning ability, ongoing all the activities based on the good health of the neurons. Right now you celebrate and extend the compassionate thoughts to relax. Feel your lungs, inside the lungs, heart, inside the heart, and relax. Feel your digestive systems from the mouth to the end of the large intestine, the mouth, tongue, the palate, throat, esophagus, stomach, liver, spleen, bladder, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, and relax, relax, relax. Feel your genitourinary system, kidneys, and the rest of the system, and relax. Feel the peace externally and internally. By relaxing your body, You use your parasympathetic nervous system. You are waking up your parasympathetic nervous system to relax your body, to bring your body into a very meditative state, to a very blissful, peaceful state. You can do that. You are doing that. And please do it. You can. Just relax. Sympathetic nervous system always ready to flight, fight, or freeze. But the parasympathetic nervous system is having extra skill to relax. Right now, you use your vagus nervous system to relax your body. Feel your deep meditative relaxation. It is on your purpose. It is on your wish. You are doing that. You can do that. Feel the great comfort. Let body to be in this great comfort and peace. Now we will draw our attention to the thoughts, to our awareness. Observe your thoughts, observe your awareness. Your first hand experience is that you are sitting, you are in a sitting relaxed posture. You can feel your surrounding. And also, in deep understanding, you can notice you have thoughts related to the past, past memories. Also, you have goals for the future, so you have future related thoughts. But right now, deeply understand past is gone, no more right here, and let them go. Especially if you have any troublesome thoughts, just let them go and let them go and let them go. If there are any lessons, that just let them to be there. Lessons are always good to keep you in good alignment. But not to worry. Just relax. The future related thoughts, if they are bothering, just understand. Future is not yet come. Nothing to be hurried, nothing to be anxious, and let them go. Feel your energy, feel your dynamic power to release and to relax yourself. Now you are here. Now your total attention is in this body. Feel your comfortable posture. Feel your relaxed posture. Now you can cultivate loving kindness. To cultivate the loving kindness, we have to recognize the nature of the loving kindness. To understand the nature of the loving kindness that we are going to practice, we bring some instructions from the teachings of the Buddha. The Buddha proclaimed, when you practice the loving kindness, practice loving kindness like a mother who takes care of her only baby. Feel the gravity and the strength and the capacity of the deep loving kindness. Bring that loving kindness into your heart, into your mind. Expand loving kindness within yourself. Feel your loving kindness in your mind. Loving kindness thoughts. What are the loving kindness thoughts? Loving kindness thoughts, they have a capacity to radiate compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, understanding, generosity, and always to think, may they be well, be well, be well. Those are the thoughts that you cultivate with the support of the loving kindness which delivered by the Buddha, like a mother who takes care of her only baby. Now you can expand your loving kindness all over the body. Feel in this blissful state of the body. Radiate your loving kindness from the skin to the internal organs, to the internal systems, to each and every neurons, neurotransmitters, cells, to inside the cells, even all the cells activities. Fill with the loving kindness. You can convert yourself into the loving kindness. Loving kindness. May the skin of this body be healed, be healthy. May the muscles of this body be healed and be healthy. Radiate your loving kindness to the bones and the bone marrows and the joints and the cartilage. May all the bones be healed. Radiate your loving kindness to the internal systems. Respiratory system be healed. Cardiovascular system be healed. The digestive system be healed. The genitourinary system be healed. The entire neurons, the entire nervous system be healed. The brain, spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system be healed. Also expand your loving kindness to the entire hormone secretions and to the glands, endocrine glands and the exocrine glands. May the entire gland system be healed. May all the glands be able to secrete very balanced hormones to maintain the good health of this body. Feel your loving kindness from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. You are loving kindness. You have convert yourself into loving kindness. Feel your blissful loving kindness state. Feel your loving kindness energy. Feel your loving kindness healing thoughts. You are in loving kindness. Be well. Practice loving kindness. Loving kindness. Loving kindness. Loving kindness. May you be well. Be well. Be well. Be well. Feel the loving kindness and relax and enjoy your deep, blissful state of your loving kindness. Feel your loving kindness, and you have extraordinary power to share your loving kindness with all other people, verbally, mentally, and physically. You can share your loving kindness. Mentally, you can share your loving kindness by training your thoughts the way you think, by the thoughts which you create in your mind. Thoughts are very powerful, very powerful. Thoughts are not just sticking inside the brain, but it travels all over the world. It can run far away. So use your mental power, create blissful thoughts, and radiate to heal all the beings, all the people. We will share our loving kindness with our spiritual friends who practice loving kindness right now, right here. May my spiritual friends be well. May you be well. May you enjoy the loving kindness, same as I do. May you be in your blissful, peaceful state of loving kindness. May you be well. Also share your loving kindness with your family members, relatives, friends, near and far. May they be well. May they be happy. May they be peace. Expand your strong, blissful, loving kindness thoughts to bring the blessings for all other people. All the people in this country, in other neighboring countries all around the world. May all the people be healed, be healthy, be well. Also share your loving kindness with all other beings, visible and invisible, near and far. long and short. May all beings in the direction of your front, back, left, right, above and below. May all beings be well. Feel your generous, blissful, loving kindness capacity in your mind, in your words, in your physical activities. May all beings be well. May you be well. Be well. Be healthy. Be peaceful. Be well. Feel your deep, loving kindness, spiritual thoughts, and remain in your loving kindness. You can use your lovely wise attention to practice mindfulness. To practice mindfulness, we use your attention and focus the attention to the breath, breathing in and out. First, you can notice that you are breathing in. Breathe in mindfully. Breathe in out. Breathe out mindfully. Now, very gently observe the natural breath. Let the breathing in and out to occur. Maintain the awareness. Maintain your awareness focusing to the in breath and out breath. Breathing in and out is a physical activity. It's a vital physical activity. Let it occur and observe with your full awareness. This training helps you to develop mindfulness. The blissful mindfulness helps you to penetrate and see things as they are. It's a wonderful, wonderful skill. To have a skill to see things as they are. Just observe the natural breath and practice and cultivate breathing meditation to cultivate mindfulness and practice silent meditation.
ni dukkha bhaya patta nibbaya sukhapatta nisukha hontu sabbepi panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful to all great teachers, enlightened masters in the past who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to anyone who helped our meditation tonight. Let us also feel grateful to anyone who tried not to disturb our meditation at home tonight. Let us also feel grateful to this device that helped us to connect to this meditation, and to this cushion, this chair, this bell, and everything. With deep gratitude to all people and all things that made this meditation possible for us today, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you, Bhante, for the very deep meditation. Okay, before we start our discussion, I have an announcement to make. Announcement is actually Bhante. Next Wednesday, which is February 17th. February 17th is a special day. Yeah, of course. February 14th also a special day, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So we will have a monthly gathering on that day. We will have a special program on Sunday also afternoon. But Wednesday, February 17th, is actually a day of random acts of kindness. This is a new day, Bhante.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a Mother's Day, Father's Day,
Oh.
and this day, the day of random acts of kindness, and this day was first declared in 1996. Actually, it's in New Zealand. They started this whole new concept, new day, like a day for random kindness day. So they started in New Zealand, but then it was also introduced to the US, and in the US they decided to move it to February 17th. So next Wednesday is the day of random kindness. So I think it is
Why
great.
did they change the day?
Uh,
Because America. USA always update and
Update. Yeah. So in New Zealand, it is somewhere in September. Yeah.
okay.
But here I don't know, maybe because it's close to Valentine's Day. I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah. So, however, in the US, it is on February 17th. So then um, now, so it's a good opportunity, right? It's a great opportunity for all of us to put into action of the loving kindness that we are practicing, right, Bante? The whole purpose of cultivating this loving kindness is definitely internally we are healing ourselves, and also we are training our mind so we maintain a peaceful, happy mind. But at the same time, it's also to benefit others.
So in this case, we have to do something.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
Bante. Actually, to like really do it something. You have to
do
express your loving kindness either with your speech or with your body.
okay.
Yeah. And of course, so Buddha said that loving kindness is complete when you start with your heart and then when you express in your mouth and in your body. And that's the complete.
But our these spiritual friends who participate for this, actually they do. No,
Definitely, yeah, definitely. We all do, Definitely, like all of us, Bante, engage in random acts of kindness.
Yeah.
I think, and some of our friends also, like, use, certain months, they have been doing so many random acts of kindness. But let us use this, because we
Yeah,
have a
of
day.
course. Yeah, it
No,
is
we have a
good.
day. Let us use this, and we usually do those acts. But let us this week let us purposefully, intentionally try to do at least few acts, a few random acts of kindness, like really going out and helping someone, and really going our way out and really helping someone and relieving someone's burdens, and even especially these days, Bante, when because of this social distancing, people are like people feel less energetic, people feel isolated, right? So any of random acts of kindness can really bring a lot of cheer, a lot
Yeah.
of happiness to someone, right? So what kind of random acts they can do, Bante? Can we suggest them what kind of acts they can do?
What I am thinking, Bante, I'm driving to the downtown
Mm.
and find some couple of homeless people
People and
and give something
give something, yeah, yeah, even like
because
even
this cold weather
cold
and
weather,
I
yeah,
think
and even giving them a cold cloth, right?
yeah,
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 yeah, definitely. Or if you let's say if you have an elderly person in your area, you may have done this before also, but this week let us do it in honor of the day of random
but we
kindness.
have to do very
And
careful because of the COVID.
yes, Bante. Yeah, not to, yeah, exactly, Bante. So we have to be really mindful when we practice loving kindness, right?
Yeah,
So if you're an elderly person, maybe you can do shopping for that person, and of course making sure that you keep the distance and
proper hygiene.
proper hygienes, and then help that person. Or maybe you will meet someone in your morning walk, maybe your evening walk, and maybe buy a gift to that person, right? And then you can give it to that person. Um, so yeah, maybe even if you I don't know, there are many things, right, but we
On
can do
17th,
on 17th is the day, but let us try to do as many acts of kindness as we can. So next Wednesday we would like to hear from you.
oh,
We'd like to hear from you. If you have any suggestions, what kind of random acts of kindness that you like to do or you like to suggest, please, use our live chat section and, send us your suggestions, what kind of random acts of kindness that we can do.
and there might be some ideas for us too.
Yes, but, I was thinking even like simple act of smiling.
Oh,
It's a great thing, but with the mask, how you can smile, Bante? But Bante, even with the mask, if we smile, people feel it.
yeah,
Because now they have learned to read our eyes, right? So they can still notice our smile, right? And yes, of course, we can talk. We can talk. We can talk. Actually, sometimes people are like even like Bante, when we go to like stores and like shopping center, when we buy things, people in the cashier, they're doing such a risky job, right?
mm,
Sitting there and like how many people they meet in a day, right? So maybe we can take a moment to like talk to them nicely,
Yeah.
right? Because they have been dealing with so many people, many people like complain, right? And they always, try to please the, customers. So it's a difficult job. Maybe that could be one random act of kindness, that we take a moment, like ask them, how you are doing today, are you working for long hours, and just to like, show our concern and our care, and even thanking, for, coming to work and helping the community. That's a great thing. Even like, we can send a letter to one of our, old friends, friends that we did not contact recently. That could be another act of kindness, right? Yeah. Sometimes, but there's some employers write letters to their employees' family members. Like, let's say we have few workers, work in your company. And sometimes, there's a good practice that you send letters to your workers' spouses, or sometimes even your workers' parents. You send letters like thanking for, giving your husband to our, place, giving your son. He has these important qualities that's so helpful for our company to run. And thank you for, bringing up this child like this, and thank you for helping your husband or wife, to work here. So I think, I don't know, of course, we don't own any companies, right? But think along that lines, and maybe you can send letters to people, like thanking them, even thanking them for their kindness. Like, yes, we did the random act of kindness, but we send out hearts to our friends, thanking them, for their loving kindness. And so many people are so happy now. People are
And
calling
also,
us.
when somewhere those hearts were preparing,
Yes,
I personally helped.
right? You're
Yeah.
also part of that. You're also part of that. Yeah. Okay. So let's make a let's have a determination, right, Bante? Let us do as many acts of kindness as we can by next Wednesday, and we would like to hear from you. Maybe next Wednesday, Bante, we'll have a Zoom session also for our friends who can join, so they can share what they did during the week. So we'd love to hear from you. What kind of acts of kindness that you managed to do during this week. So then, next Wednesday, when we rejoice our good deeds, they will have so many things to be to happy about. Right? Yes. Okay, let's move to our discussion. So if we have Loving Kindness Sutra, the Metta Sutta, we can go to Metta Sutta. Today we are in the second verse. We will talk about few qualities in the second verse. So we know that in the first few verses in this sutra, the Buddha describes in different qualities that one needs to develop in to facilitate one's loving kindness. So so loving kindness, as we mentioned, is a quality, quality that we cultivate, we develop. But there are many other qualities that supports loving kindness. So those are the ones that we discuss. So Bante, we discussed previously about uh, being able, right, and being upright, right, being straightforward, and being upright internally and externally, and uh, being obedient, means being listening, right, listening, and being gentle, and being humble. Those things we covered, those qualities. Okay, today's is number 2. Here it says, the translation says here, he should be contented, easily supportable, but with few responsibilities of simple livelihood, control in his senses, prudent, courteous, and not hanker after association with families. Today we will only talk about 4 qualities, the first 4 qualities. So here we first have the term Santosako. Santosako, so it's translated as contented. Yes. So Bante, what we mean by Santuti? Santos.
The word, yeah. Santos word, as Bante you mentioned, the translation is given to be contented. Yeah. So this is the person who can be contented, who can be happy. Very simply, we can have the meaning. The verb Santusati means to be happy, to be contented.
It's about happiness, right?
Happiness,
Something,
yeah.
happiness. But here it means that you become happy very easily.
Very easily, but we must understand how we become happy.
Yeah.
In which way?
Yeah. So it's like it's definitely contentment.
Yeah.
I think in order for us to practice loving kindness, very effectively, we have to have this quality that we first appreciate what we have. Right, Bante? So we first appreciate what we have, and also be grateful for what we have, and then be contented. And then, of course, that doesn't mean that we should not progress beyond that, right? But initially, first we have to have appreciation of what we have, and then particularly with material needs, material stuffs, we have to have this ability to be contented with whatever we have. And then if we get the opportunity, we can have more, but not in the sense of like yearning and having a very dissatisfied mind. So it's more, this is more like internal satisfaction with whatever we have in terms of our material possessions, material needs. So having appreciation of what we have and internal satisfaction, and basically like training oneself to be satisfied with our basic needs, and then consider all other luxuries as an additional, surplus. Yes, Bhante, as a surplus. It's a very important way to like live the life, right?
Yeah.
So as long as your basic needs are met, you have something to fill your stomach, you have roof under your head, and
you can have a very clean inhalation and
breathing, yeah, you definitely,
and clean water.
yeah. So as long as those basic needs are met, okay, that's the level of satisfaction. And then of course you will have more delicious food, where we have more luxurious things, and those are like what you say, Bhante, surplus.
Yeah.
Surplus. So like opposite to contentment, opposite to being content will be of course discontent, maybe like complaining, right? Always complaining and unhappy. And of course, such a mind is always looking for what you don't have. Such a mind always preoccupied with the things that you do not have. And such a mind cannot have loving, cannot be loving, cannot have that loving kindness. It's always find way to develop some conflicts. So I think that is why here Buddha really mentioned. And also there's a deeper truth to this, because it's more like developing an internal contentment through practices like meditation, right? So mainly we become discontent, we become unhappy based on our external needs. So when you develop internal contentment, and you only need basic needs, and then of course other things you will consider as surplus, as Bhante mentioned, but you have more basic contentment, that stability, and that is so helpful for us to be loving, for us to be kind, for us to express. Because if we are not happy internally, you cannot make anyone happy. You cannot really wish well-being to others, right? Yeah. So you really need to have that deep internal stability. So the only way to develop that internal stability is like to be contented, like be happy with what you have. And it's okay, we can have more, but don't have that preoccupation. Don't focus too much, like developing this constant yearning for that. So because ultimately, man, there's no way that we can fulfill all our wants, right, Bhante? Because our wants keep changing also. So
it's not easy,
right? So there's a saying, one famous saying, that happiness is not very much, not about like getting what we want. Happiness is not about getting what we want. Happiness is about being happy with what we already have. Right? So, like, So actually, the happiness is not about getting what we like; it's about liking what we got. Yeah, that's the way. It's not about try to get what we like, but actually liking what we already got. Yeah,
You
That's-
have a kind of skill to change yourself.
change yourself. Otherwise, if you always focus on what you do not have, you do not get an opportunity even to appreciate what you have, right? So that is what we call Santosako, content, that internal satisfaction, internal stability that will help us to reach to others and talk to others and be kind to others. Okay, the next three qualities are also very much related to this quality of contentment. Next one is called Subharo. Subharo. So here, Bante, we have these two words, su and bharo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a suffix.
Yeah.
It's a
Prefix.
Prefix. It's a
Yeah.
prefix, which means easy, Bante, right?
Su means easily.
Yeah,
easy.
yeah, easily. Bhara is also a derivation of a verb. We can have the meaning something like support or supportable, or to
Supportable.
take care.
Take care. Yeah.
Mm.
So subhara. Yeah.
Then simple meaning is easy to support or easily supportable or easy to take care.
Easy to take care. Okay. So that's the interesting quality, Bante, right? Be a person who is easy to take care of. Be a person who is easy to take care of.
One who has the quality of Santosaka or to be contented.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
related,
it's
right?
related,
So being contented can means like being contented with whatever state you are in, and then you are like internally happy about it. That doesn't mean that you don't progress, but this subhara, the easy to take care of comes is about like basic needs, mainly basic needs related to contentment, but mainly I would say the easy maintenance. Bante, there are certain cars, Bante, that is not easy to maintain. Cost a lot of money to maintain. Some cars needs, like they're not easy to maintain. You need a lot of gas to run that car, and you need a lot of services. You have to have expensive parts.
Parts are very
Expensive, right? So of course it is no harm, if you can afford to have such a car. But mainly, some cars are like really difficult to maintain. But there are certain cars that it is very easy to maintain. You don't have to put a lot of effort and energy. You don't have like spend a lot of resources for that. I think when it comes to a person, like some people can be like people like it's very costly to maintain. Like very very costly to like satisfy. Like only look for certain brands. You will never wear a cloth without a specific brand, and like that kind of mentality, right? So it's very difficult to maintain. But I think when you start with contentment, you come to a point that
it is okay to have a kind of quality of life
Definitely,
by
Bante.
using and
Yeah.
by selecting.
Of course,
But at
selecting.
the same time, you have to be very mindful that you have to be easily supportable. You have to remember that.
Remember that. Yeah.
It's a great quality.
Yeah.
As a loving kindness practitioner, you have to have that.
Let's say you go to a certain friend's place.
Yeah.
Okay, your friend's place, and and you are looking for the specific brand or specific kinds of things, and you probably you are not going to find it, right? So in that case, okay, you have to adapt to that situation, right?
Yeah.
Adapt to that situation, and it will be like easily supported, easily to maintain. Yeah. Of course, as Bante mentioned, I think it's okay to go for specific brands in terms of when it comes to food. If you want to maintain your good health, maybe you want to like think about what are the good types of food, right? But here, what we really mean that sometimes we become so fashionable, and then too
because
much.
this market economy, Bante, it is consuming is a kind of indirect support for the other people who are providing.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it seems like good, but at the same time, we have to understand this easily supportable and contented. Those qualities are qualities in our life.
A life, yeah.
And without these qualities, you cannot do
Loving kindness. Yeah. Actually, Santosako is like an internal, the personal quality that you have. Suboro is the kind of quality that other people find it easy to make you happy.
Yeah.
Other people find it easy you will be happy with very little, simple thing. Yeah. So to be a person that is easy to become happy. Others find it easy to make us happy. Yeah. Okay, the next quality is called appakicho, and it is translated as few responsibilities. Bante, what is the appakicho? We have two words there.
Yeah, there's a combination of one word with two words, upper and kitche.
Yeah.
Upper, few or less, Bante, right?
Less, yeah.
Kitche means duties or responsibilities. So I think very easily we can understand this way, not too much busy.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I think the kitchen. Yeah, I think I would like to translate it as work.
Work.
So this is interesting, Bante. Buddha has given upper kitchen, like less work, as a quality. I don't know, how we can combine that, right? So what we really mean, what Buddha really meant here is that.
I think, don't you think that one at a time?
Yeah, one at a time. Definitely.
Because when we clog all the works and as thoughts in our mind, and we think this and that and this, and finally we become very busy.
Yeah.
Actually, we have accumulated all the duties together, and it becomes a burden. And actually, in that kind of situation, we become very easily angry,
frustrated,
and so a lot of other repercussions. And
understanding one's limits, right?
Yeah. So if you are mindful and mindfully doing one at a time, I think that way you can, in one hand, you can enjoy your duties, and also you become very less duties and
less busy.
Less busy.
Yeah. I think this is a quality that, Bante, I tried myself to develop because in our case, we have a lot of responsibilities also, but I think it's about setting priorities, as Bante mentioned, setting priorities and and then doing them in a systematic
because finally,
way.
Bante, we have to live in our life.
Yeah.
We have to live,
right? Yeah.
Because we don't, when we train in this way, finally we don't know how to live.
Yeah.
We think that we become actually workaholic.
That's I think exactly, Bante. So that is the word I was about to tell. Because what I think what Buddha meant in this case is like not to develop a habit of like having work one after the other, like not to have an addiction to work. Because work can be an addiction. So work is a great thing. Our work, we have to contribute to the society, and our work is the one that really moves the society. We really need to, do work. Definitely we all have to do work. But sometimes our, work, or maybe our busyness can become an addiction. And even in the deeper sense, Bante, sometimes without our knowing, our need to work constantly can be an escape from our own mind.
Yeah.
Some people who have some emotional issues, who have some difficult emotions to deal with, and try to use work as a way out, as escape, and just simply distract themselves and do all kind of work one after the other. They don't have time to look into their mind. And of course, if you are going through some difficult emotion, you need some support, you need some techniques to deal with that. But I think if we simply use work as a way, as an escape from confronting our own mind, which can happen, it is not a healthy way to deal with such a mind. and we really need to develop these kind of skills that we are developing, and we have to work through it and release that kind of emotional issues. But sometimes some people may use work to like cover it. Yeah.
Don't you think, Bante, this is like a self definition, define in oneself? Is that right? This kind of having this
I
kind
mean,
of
through work, you mean?
yeah, through work and through this kind of cultivating this kind of qualities. What we do actually, we redefine in
Ourselves. Yeah.
what are the duties of our life, what are the
What are the
qualities,
necessary, what are the
necessaries
important
of
ones,
it,
right?
and
Yeah.
what are the
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, being productive and serving others is one thing. We all had to do it, but developing a compulsive tendency, or maybe like neurotic tendency simply to keep working without being is a problem, right?
Yeah, at the beginning it seems like okay, but when you become really addict into that, you cannot come out from that.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. You justify yourself and you become
victim of that. Yeah, victim of your own entanglement.
Entanglement,
right?
Entanglement, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So
it is
very good.
Very good
points.
Yes,
here
Bhante, yeah. We say that when in meditation circles we have this saying that most difficult thing to do is to do nothing. Most difficult thing to do is do nothing. I mean, that is why it's so hard for someone to meditate. It doesn't mean that you don't do nothing, but you just simply instead of like doing, you just try to be. So I think we should develop this ability. Of course, we need to work, we need to help, we need to serve, but we also should develop this ability to be, and then come and like observe, become a witness rather than doing. So we need to we should be able to be in both sides, doing and also being, right? So say that we are human beings and we are not human doings, right? But most of the time we have become human doings, and the busyness. Like busyness has become a virtue, and then in that whole, sometimes unnecessarily, making our life so busy, and then we don't have time to really live our life, to appreciate, and then and care for others. So I think that's what Buddha meant here. If you really would like to care for others, we
and
really
the
need.
problem is again, Bante, that unknowingly we have become addicted
to our own work, right?
on our we trapped in that, because we have to think about
I think we need some kind of relaxed, some kind of space to care for others. If you are entangled too much with work, how you find time to care for others, right? So I think that's what they meant here. Okay, so like train ourselves to occupy with the activities that are necessary, that are really important, but not unnecessarily entangled with so many things surrounding us. Okay, the last quality that we discussed today is sallahuka vutti. Again, there are two words, Bhante, right?
Again, there are two words. Also, there sallahuka is something like adjective for
adjective. Sallahuka is an adjective,
which means simple.
Simple.
Very simply, we can have the meaning as
simple. Yeah, sallahuka means simple.
Vutti means livelihood.
Yes.
How we live.
Livelihood. Is it the job that we do?
Also related to our job and how we live generally.
Vutti, yeah.
Vutti.
In single we call vutti. It's the occupation, right?
Yeah.
Occupation, yeah. So it's related to like we start with contentment and then easily supportable, and then less busy, less busy, and then the simple livelihood. So of course, we need, again, it's related to work actually, but we need to engage in uncomplicated work, like righteous work, because if it is righteous, it can be very straightforward and simple. And sometimes there are work that are so complicated which are not righteous also, right? So in a way, actually, we need to earn money to support ourselves and also to help others, but we should not make our livelihood a burden or maybe a disturbance to our spiritual growth. So we should make it very simple, not so complicated that we had to do so
The
many
opposite
immoral
term
things.
for the simple is complex. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, complicated or complex.
Yeah.
Yes. So like even like bringing that simplicity, mainly simplicity, even the simplicity, right? Mainly simplicity to everything that we do, and even to the work that we do. Sometimes, of course, no work is that simple, but if we can make it righteous and not complicate it too much with so many immoral, immoral. What you call immoral engagement, and it will be a simple livelihood. So these are the qualities that can help us to maintain our loving kindness and be really loving and kind person. And those qualities are interconnected. So let us, try to reflect our own life and see how much of these qualities are present in us and how much we can improve to achieve that level of virtue. So today, let's reflect on being contented and being easily supportable, being less busy, and being simple in our livelihood. So let us keep reflecting on that. Okay. If you have any questions or any sharing, please use our live chat section and we can type your sharing, type your question right there so we can see it. We have one person, right? One thing is simple.
Yes, adding hello.
Okay. So please, share your thoughts, or maybe ask a question if you like in the chat section. No comments, Mante.
Yeah, just only hello. Just we say hello.
Yes. No comments. Okay. If you don't have any thoughts or questions, let us now move to the next part, sharing merits. So today, by coming to this practice and doing this practice together, we have generated so much goodness, so much good karma, good merits in our heart. Let us now share these merits with all others. First of all, let us recall to our mind people who loved us so much, people who cared for us so much, our family members who have passed away. Let us think about them and be grateful to them. Let us share these merits with all of them. May they all share these merits. May they all benefit from these merits. May they all be well and happy wherever they may be. Idang minyatinang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Idang minyatinang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Idang minyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Let us also share these merits with all other beings. If there's any being in this world who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata ca amhehi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. Okay, now it is time to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra, but now we are going to chant it in a way of blessing all of you. So we are going to focus our mind on this chanting and focus our mind on you. We will maintain unbound loving kindness throughout this chant. This particular chant has been given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. So wish that may you receive the great compassion of the Buddha. May you receive the power of the wholesome vibrations that we are generating now. And may you receive the blessings of the loving kindness that we are radiating towards you now. With the power of these blessings, may you all be well, have a stronger immunity, be safe, be healthy, and be peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya matta kusalena yantam santam padam abhisamicca sakko jocha sojocha soacho jansamudu anatimani santosako cha subarocha ampagicchocha sallavukavunti santringdriyo nipakocha ampagambo kulesu ananugindo nachagundang samachare kinjena vinyo pare upavadeyam sakino vakemino honto sabbe santa bhavantu sukitanta ike cipana bhutanti tasa vata varava anavasesa digava imahantava majjimarassakanukatula dittava eva addittaye dure vasanti avidure bhuta vasambhavesi vasabbe satta bhavantu sukitattana paro parannikombeta nati mannita katta chinam kanche vyarosana patiga sanyānāñña maññasya dukkha vicchaya mātāyatāniyam buddhaṃ āyusā eka buddha manuragge vampi sabba bhutesu mānasaṃ bhāvaye aparimanam mittam ca sabba lokasmiṃ mānasaṃ bhāvaye
aparimanam uddam adojatiriyan asambadam aviram asapattam tettam charam nisinno sayano vayavatasya vigadamindo etam satim adetteya brahmametam viharam idamaho dettenca anupagamma sīva dasanena sampanno kāmesu viniyagedam nahi jātu gambaseyam punareti etena sanca vajjena sotti te hotu sambadāyetena sanca vajjena sambarogo vinasatu etena sanca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalam Sabbetiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavantantarayu sukhi digayuko bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sonti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sonti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sonti bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Just try to recall to our mind whatever kind deeds that we were able to do during last few days. Think about your last few days and try to recall a moment in which you did a kind deed, helping someone, even listening to someone. Remember even a very simple act of kindness. Let us rejoice. Let us rejoice in these acts of kindness. These kind deeds show that we can overcome our defilements. We can grow our goodness. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings, with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to my mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere.
May my kind
May my
deeds
kind deeds
relieve the burdens of other
relieve
beings.
the burdens of other beings.
May my kind
May my
deeds
kind deeds
shield me from all dangers and pain.
shield me from all dangers and pain.
May my kind
May my
deeds
kind deeds
and merits that come from them
and that come from them
help me in freeing my heart.
help me in freeing my heart.
Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about your previous week and remember an incident where you received a help from someone, a kindness and care from someone. Let us rejoice goodness of others. On this day or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Remember, next Sunday is our monthly gathering. We will have a gathering at 2:00. Please, you will receive an email with the Zoom link. We look forward to see you all on Sunday at 2:00. And remember to do as many acts of kindness as you can. I think there's one suggestion, Banti. Shovel the snow for a neighbor. Yeah. Kyoko, right? Yeah. Okay. So thank you for the suggestion. Yes. So we can do such, acts of kindness. Let us meet next Sunday and also next Wednesday and share what we did during the week. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Wish you good health.